Hi, I'm the Stone Man, and I'm going to teach you about what stones actually do, starting with the black ones, such as onyx. So, one reason I found out that people don't know a whole lot of stones or about stones is because when they go into Google, they type into something like, okay, what does onyx do? And I typed in a search result just to see what it does, and it says increased regeneration, intuition, happiness, and instincts. Now, if you have a piece of onyx on you, you're kind of wondering, what do I do with this? And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to teach you exactly what you do with onyx and what it does. So onyx gets its name from the Greek word onyx, which means fingernail or claw. And if you ever forget what onyx does, that's exactly what onyx does. It's a fingernail and it's a claw. So it scratches at evil, it scratches at negativity, it scratches at people plotting behind your back, it scratches at gossip, it scratches things you don't want around you away. Being a chalcedony, a lot of stones in the chalcedony family are good for the mind. So onyx does help give you mental strength. It helps give you mental clarity. It helps give you focus. It helps you persist even when you're someone who doesn't really follow through on your goals. So onyx is amazing for the mind. Being a black stone, onyx does absorb, so you're going to want to cleanse and charge it pretty often, which the easiest way is to just leave it in the sunlight for a good day or two, but you can also sage it or polish onto it. That'll get rid of whatever it holds. But on its own, onyx is kind of, I don't want to say weak, but it always should go with something else. So if you're using onyx, like this is a onyx and tiger's eye necklace. If you use onyx, you want to mix it with something like tiger's eye, iron pyrite, citrine. So onyx is best mixed with other grounding stones or other stones that are relating to bring you upwards. So this is not very popular, but onyx has been seen as a very bad luck stone through the course of history. In many different places like China, places in the Middle East, and several other places, but the thing about onyx is it's considered to be a very bad luck stone based on its shadow qualities. So from what I've noticed from people who just obtain onyx or just get onyx, if they're in a bad place when they get it, it's going to make them go through much worse. It's going to make everything 10 times worse. So people who are usually getting onyx when they're in a good place, things go a lot better, but it does have the potential to cause havoc in your life if you're not ready for it. And that's also why I recommend using it with other stones, because it negates that effect. Remember how I said onyx translates to fingernail? That's exactly what onyx is. So one thing that's very special about onyx is, like a fingernail, it holds residue under it. It holds memory under it. It holds experiences under it. And you can, with onyx, I call it like a computer chip, like a data chip, because anything that happens around you or within you, onyx will absorb and will remember. So this clairtangency aspect of onyx can be a very good thing or a very bad thing. It could be a good thing if you're someone who's very goal-oriented and you like to move past obstacles and you like to make breakthroughs in your life. But if you're someone who's very stagnant and not stable, then this stone is not a good first stone for you, because it'll make things 10 times worse. And you have to be honest with yourself when you work with onyx. So some other information that people really like to know, because it's not always the easiest to find and people are indirect about it, is that the chakras or energy centers associated with onyx are the root, solar plexus, and third eye. The birth month is July. The zodiac sign is Leo. The planet is Saturn. The element is Earth. And it has a balance between masculine and feminine, and it's a receptive energy. So that pretty much sums it up about onyx. It's a protective stone. It always should be used with other stones, and be careful how you are when you first get it, because it's going to be either really good or really bad, because there's no in between. If you can talk to people when they first get their onyx, they will tell you stories about how it worked out really well for them and they stopped seeing enemies come around, or they stopped seeing people who are gossiping about them coming around, or everything just went to hell. So that's my experience with onyx, and that's what I can tell you about onyx. It's very protective. On my next video, I will talk about black tourmaline, which is a very interesting stone on itself.